Now I know what you're thinking. Can you use an attic space as a reverb chamber? Perfectly natural thing to wonder, and I'm sure everybody has tried to do this at some point in their lives. Well, here at the studio, we have several isolation booths and closets, so that's not really an issue. But what we don't have is a reverb chamber. And that's probably got something to do with the fact that we don't actually have a room for the reverb chamber. Ideally, what you'd want is some kind of crawl space or basement with a poured concrete slab foundation and concrete walls and a hard ceiling of some kind and completely unobstructed. Now, as you can see, this attic space is not that. You've got OSB sheathing on the gabled walls or ceiling, whatever you call it. We've got blown-in insulation on the floor. And you've got all these trusses and framing that are obstructing a lot of line of sight from one end of the room to the other. So this is far from ideal. On top of that, you've got a few roof vents and soffits that are open to the outside. So any sound that you do make in this space, it will be heard outside and vice versa. Now, I don't know if you can see, but we do have 4 of those little microphone stands that have been installed in here, that have been screwed into the framing. You've got one at that corner, one at that corner, and then you've got 2 over here, one right here, and one on this side too. So you've got places for 4 microphones. You also have this platform, and at the end of it, which is pretty much the middle of the room here, you have AC power, so you could put an amp or a speaker or something. Now, seeing as though this is the first time we're ever attempting this, I'm thinking we're going to put a speaker or something right here, more or less in the center of the room, and we're going to put a stereo pair of microphones at this end. So there, on that stand, and there, on that stand. And it's not going to be quite in the center. I guess technically these things here are at the center, but it will be right there. So check out part 2 of this video to see how that turns out. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Take care.